Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor.
Turn up the music.
If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedsky.com.
Nope.
Hi, guys.
Oh, my gosh.
There we go.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. This is my first time to let you guys know I'm on Clapper, and it's live. If you have not joined Clapper, join it because TikTok's going away. I've been saying it. And what I think they're going to do, and this is the feeling that I get, is that I think they're going to phase it out. I feel like there's a phase out, and I think the ACLU, somebody's involved. Maybe they'll be able to get it back, but I know they're going to try this. So what we've been doing is join the Clapper app, and I have a closed group of 5,000 people is all. So yeah. What's up, Ken?
Yeah, we also want to give special shouts out to the people who make this possible, right? So our good friend Sue over at Diamond's Natural Store, you'll see it scrolling on the bottom here. But if you've got a fur baby, you love them, and you want good health and wellness for those fur babies, go to diamondsnaturalstore.com. That's diamondsnaturalstore.com, and free shipping when you spend $25 or more. Use code free shipping 25, and let's not forget our good friends over at Moisturized Chaos. Spoiler alert, they're not your mother's skincare and beauty line. Check them out at moisturizedchaos.com.
Okay.
Yeah, anything natural is great.
Yes. It is.
Yes.
That is what we are based on. So what I'm doing today for TikTok, and remember, I'm on different screens, you guys. So you guys know I'm on Clapper, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on like 8 different screens right now. So
how many screens do you have today, Lana?
I have 3 in front of me, but StreamYard is what? There's like let's count, you guys. We've got Facebook, Instagram. No, we don't have Instagram, right?
No, we've got Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Clapper, TikTok.
Okay, we're on. Okay,
and then the radio. So 7.
Well, that's 7.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So what I'm going to be discussing today is you need to be living your true life. And I've come upon a huge epiphany. Now, I've been doing this angel series. I keep coming back to it, and I will. But I want to talk to you guys about living that true life. And somebody just asked me, are you going to do questions? I always do questions after the last half an hour, so at 10 o'clock. Okay. Right. So this is actually my podcast, TikTokers, and we can't get you on StreamYard, so that's why you're separate. But I've got Sue here, and Sue is one of my sponsors. And I really liked what she does. And she's living her life. And I'm going to ask a couple questions from her. And if you guys can't see her and you want to see her, Clapper or on TikTok, go to 216 the net. She's on there. So if you go to my YouTube, you can also see her live on there also. Okay, so go to that if you want to. All right. Sorry, Sue. So tell me about how did you start this whole thing, this whole business?
Well, it all started with Diamond, my dog.
Okay.
In 2007, we found her. Somebody dropped her off at my house, in front of the house, and we took her in. And we had her for so many years. She became my little partner and my soul dog, personally. And in December of 2016, at the vet, I found out that she had a tumor in her rectum.
Oh.
And I took her to an oncologist, and she had metastasized rectal adenocarcinoma. They gave her 3 to 6 months to live. Well, I did a few chemo sessions because, you're terrified. You don't know what to do. You don't want to lose your baby, which the chemo did nothing for her. So I went holistic, natural, took her off of dog food, put her on fresh food raw, put her on a whole bunch of natural supplements, and she actually lived 31 months with that cancer.
Wow.
That's good. Okay, good for you.
31 months she lived. And she lived a natural dog, happy, healthy, You would never know. People never knew she had cancer.
Okay.
And the cancer eventually did get her, but she did live a long time with it. And that's how I started Diamond's Store. I lost her in 2019 in July. And I knew I wanted, and I told her and I promised her that I would tell the whole world about her story and that I would try to help as many people as I can that had sick pets at home. And so that's where Diamond Store came. I switched all her, make duck hearts that Lana loves and, or your dogs love, I should say.
Yes.
And so I have all natural treats, all natural, one ingredients, if all natural. And I make the chicken feet and the duck hearts. I also have holistic remedies, also like milk thistle, yucca, which is a natural painkiller, cat's claw, which is a natural painkiller. And I'm going to have more things that I'm going to be adding. And I'm also adding pets or bird supplies because I love my birds too. So, and I'll be going into other things too, smaller pets.
Okay.
For the
so I
supplies.
have a question for you. So how does does this feel like what you're really supposed to be doing with your life?
Yes. Yep.
So you're living your true life.
I'm living all because of my dog.
Yep.
I knew from the very beginning Diamond was a special soul. And I didn't know what she was here for because they're all here for some reason. And you know that, Lana.
Yes.
And when she got sick and I started going natural, I thought it clicked. It just all clicked to me. I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And when I'm growing up and all my life, I've always wanted to be a vet, which I never endured. So this is just my way of giving back, to people that helped me through everything, and
so do you feel like maybe Diamond was like a soulmate? Because I really think that animals can be. And
absolutely.
So Diamond help you find your true purpose.
Correct.
Now, did you notice when did this dog pass?
In 2019 she passed in July.
Okay. So you kind of went through like a dark night of the soul a little bit and then decided in 2020 that this is what you're going to do?
Yeah. It was, I took Diamond's death very hard.
Yes.
But this was my way to come out of it.
Yes.
And this was my purpose to help other people that have sick pets and to at least give them the quality of life that they all deserve, that we all deserve, but our pets deserve it too.
Of course.
And I don't care if it's a turtle or a dog. They deserve a quality of life.
Even a fish.
Correct.
The reason that I said that was because we started the Age of Aquarius in December of 2020. And that people are living they're finding their true purpose. So, look for it. And I'm going to tell you, one of the things that's part of the Age of Aquarius is the fact that we're going to start our own businesses and we're going to move the beat of our own drummer. And that I keep pointing that out to you. And it's astrological. It's, it's out there. And that's why it's really important to not be afraid to do the businesses, because I'm going to tell you, there's websites now for bartering. Now, I have talked about this a lot of times, you guys, about the bartering system coming. Even Jesus, when he came to me and talked to me, and I had a conversation with him, he said this. And so there's going to be a bartering. Now, money's never going completely away. There's just going to be more bartering. So I want everybody to understand that. Okay.
So I like what Ward says, and good morning, Ward. Maybe the reason relationships with pets are so strong might be because they're built on earning trust and showing love with actions rather than words.
Yes, and they don't want anything. Yeah, they're pure.
They're pure love. That's all it is. That's all they are. They don't need anything. I mean, I'm sure you both have seen animals that have been abused. And so many of them still love humans and still trust and they know, they feel that spirit from another human.
Yes.
You know, if you are a good spirit and a good human, that dog or cat or bird or whatever knows first before anyone.
We've been talking about that. I had a friend of mine that said that he had a girlfriend that no animals liked her, and he broke up with her because he's like, if an animal can't trust somebody, I don't trust them. I don't know if you've been through that.
Absolutely.
You too?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I love dogs, but I had a friend's dog jump on my lap and piss on me, so I don't know what that means.
I'll tell Kent, that tells you that that dog was marking you.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And he was you are his now. Or hers.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll do that with my boss at work, maybe.
There you go. I wouldn't go that far. You might get fired for that. You know, that comes down to sexual harassment, okay?
Yeah, I guess it really wouldn't it? I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So thank you guys. Thank you so much, Sue. We're gonna keep selling your stuff, and you guys got to try the duck hearts. They're not gross. They're just like little dried, like little chips, and they're about this big, And I'm telling you right now, they're like dog crack. It's worth every penny. Matter of fact, I've taken my dog for obedience training, my crazy little golden, and she is doing very well she'll do anything for those. She will do anything. You've got to try some of her supplies.
Well,
things are awesome, and they're good for the dog.
Yeah, I'm out of the duck carts right now. They should be in on Tuesday, so I'll be making more and stuff. So you know, I have to order them, and it takes time to get here from Indiana. So
you know. All right. Well, thank you so much.
But everything else is in stock. No, thank you.
Not if any problems come back again. You know, you're one of my sponsors.
Anytime. Anytime. I'll come back anytime.
Okay.
Bye.
Yep. Thank you, Kent. So what I'm going to talk about is living your true life. And I am at a point where I am realizing some stuff, and I'm going to share this with you because you might want to hear this. Now, people are, like a lot of people want me. Oh, people are asking me when I can do a reading. Well, I will. Don't worry, I will. Okay. So what's going on for me is I'm going to do the angel series coming up next week, and I'll be back in the studio, Kent. hopefully they'll be there. People aren't. I haven't been there in a couple of weeks. I am live doing actual readings here locally today. So I probably am booked solid when I walk into my friend's store. Anyway, so what's going on with me is I want to explain your North Node again, because I've talked about this North Node thing. And your North Node is why you're here and what you're here to learn. And I have been going through a lot. And guys don't know, I've just gone through a lot where people are taking advantage of me. And I had an eye opener, because what a Taurus North Node does is it learn that, and that's what I do. So you look yours up. You can go to astrologycafe.com, and it'll be the upside down U. So it's upside down. And that's your North Node. And it's how to make money spiritually. But also, it's all about forgiveness and trust. And I have been through the trust and forgiveness thing in the last couple months that I have never been through before. And I'm trying to view this as learning lessons, right? But I have been... I don't know if am I just nice that people take so much advantage of me. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's a lesson too. And it's been also the fact that I've now been off a year. I want you guys, and I understand what's going on. It's the age of Aquarius. So people are not going to work for other people. They're not going to work for these big corporations. They're done. And that's where people are saying, people are lazy. They don't want to work. Oh no, they're just not going to work. They're going to work for themselves. That's what Age of Aquarius is about, correct? So I'm at a point where I've been off a year, and I finally realized how overworked I truly was. We are buying into the fact that we need to be working day and night, and we don't. We don't have to. My husband said to me, he goes, just today, and I had to laugh because he was so right, because he agreed with me. And I said, I didn't realize in the last month or two, because I finally, after a year, have settled down. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm retired. I retired a year ago, January, from teaching. And I said, maybe I'll have to go back and get a job because there's that Taurus part of me. I got to make sure I have my bills paid. I got to make money coming in. And he goes, why? You're making your own schedule. And I'm like, that's true. And he's like, because I said to him, I'm like, maybe that's what I didn't realize how overworked I am. And part of the Taurus thing is enjoying life. I wasn't enjoying my life. I'm stressed out all the time. I'm kind of complaining a lot. And I actually, in the last couple of months, except for a couple of people taking advantage of me, I've had no complaints. No one. And I'm like, for the first time in 31 years, I've had no complaints. So you need to analyze your life and do you need? Do you need all this money? Do you need to buy that new car? They have us psychologically tricked, guys. And I don't know, Kent, what are your thoughts on this?
I think happiness comes from within and not from without. And if you understand, if you can't find that and you're trying to find happiness outside, you're living someone else's truth and not yours.
There.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a good summary, my dear. I was just telling Ken, I'm like, it's going to be 4 years I've known him already. And I'm like, wow, we're like brother and sister or something, because he's always on my he's a good support. I throw things by him all the time.
So a lot of times too, Lana, we had on another show yesterday, a guy, Nick is his name, and he talked about limiting self-beliefs, and we've all heard that. Well, the limiting self-beliefs we've chosen in our mind to accept someone else's opinion of us, right?
Yes.
And that's what creates our limiting self-beliefs. So in essence, that battle, that interior battle, we're always battling someone else's truth and not ours. And that's where that pull and push comes from, I think. And that's where depression sets in, and hate and anger and
see, and especially if you guys, I just had somebody, could you put cafeastrology.com up? That is where you need to go to look up your stuff. I did have my own website. It's in the process of being taken. It's a long story. I'm redoing it. So don't worry about it. I'm having somebody do it for me. I'm going to rename it something. Anyway, but go to Cafe Astrology because it'll pull up your North Node. Your North Node is an upside down U. Take a look at it. And if you want to, Google yourself. Like, I know certain ones offhand. I know Cancer. I know Capricorn. I know Sagittarius. I know, and I can just tell you offhand what they are and why you're here. But if you happen to be a Taurus North Node, it's how to make money spiritually through forgiveness, through self-confidence, through enjoying life. I wasn't enjoying my life. I was living someone else's, what they were telling me to live. I am a Libra. I am a Libra midheaven, which means I'm a people pleaser, and in my job. That is what a Libra does. And they're learning that precarious balance. And so here's me not realizing how overworked I was, because now I'm at a point where I'm off, but I'll always have to work. I won't be able to really retire until I go through Social Security, because my pension ain't that very, very good, but it's helping. And it made me realize for the first time, my house is really organized. It's little stuff. Do you know what I'm saying, you guys? And I agree with you, Kent, because I'm living somebody else's truth. I wasn't living my own. My own truth is I need more time off. I need to enjoy my life. I don't need all this. So where's the money? The money's just gone when you're dead anyway. And so I'm paying my bills. I'm balancing my checkbook. Do you know what I'm saying? And I understand that now. And it came to an epiphany almost yesterday. So I just am like letting you guys know that I'm growing. If you think you don't keep growing, like you'll have an awakening and you're done, that's not true.
No,
you have like little increments of growth, and so I'm just letting it all happen. And I see it now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get it. And I agree with you. We're not, see, that's all about the age of Aquarius though. You're knowing your own truth.
Yeah.
You're moving to the beat of your own drummer. That's my expression I use. So, and it's funny because you know what? I do a lot of colloquialisms. You never notice that? I do tons of, and I guess it's a female thing because there's richness to the language. Now, there's one that I'm going to say this online. So, have you ever heard the expression to shit or get off the pot? Have you ever? That's something like it's a Generation X phrase, I think.
Yes.
Because I had a millennial say, "What does that mean?" And I chuckled. I'm like, "You've never heard that?" I said, "Quit messing. Decide what you're going to do and do it. That's all that means." But I said that to somebody that made me laugh because they had no idea what I was talking about. And I said, "Well, now you learned a new expression, a new idiom." And they're like, "Oh." It was just kind of funny. I thought I'd share that. But because I do talk to quite a few millennials, not as many Z's because maybe they're younger. I talk to a lot of millennials and X's and boomers. I would say 80 to 90% of my stuff are millennials and X, with a few boomers mixed in. And it's interesting to see because anybody around my age, you know what I'm saying? But then I get mostly the people that call me for help, and I do life coaching, is about there's like age ranges. And so I'll get from about 25 to about 30. And then I get from about 40. I do get some 30-year-olds, but I get a lot of 40 to 50. And then I get a lot of like 55 to 60. It seems like I don't know. Anyway, I thought I would share that. But I just think that we need to live our own lives, and and it is the age of Aquarius. Now, I've been doing predictions. You guys know I've been saying things about I've been saying TikTok's going to be banned. I still say it, you guys. I still say it. So, I don't think, and here's my prediction. So I got to write this down and put this on my website. So I better write it down while I'm thinking of it because I say it off the top of my head. It's going to be phased out. So TikTok will be like phased out somehow. Are they going to try to? Is it going to stick? I just know there's going to be a big battle because it's all about First Amendment. But I will agree that sometimes TikTok's not always what it should be. Because if you guys look me up, I got 34 people posing as me. So, and they're trying to, yeah. All right. So I just know that I feel better. I feel more grounded. I was always stressed out. I was living a life that someone else was telling me to live. The people on TV, you need this and you need that. And who says? Right. I've just done a lot of analyzing, and it's been an eye opener. And if you guys don't know what your North Node is, look it up. Because for instance, Capricorn, I know off a hand what Capricorn is. I'm a Capricorn rising, but I know Capricorn's North Node is how to learn how to balance your work life and your home life, to stay grounded, to trust, to not worry, you need security. You need security. And to balance that, because you have to understand the South Node is what you're releasing. So for me, and it's always opposite. So the opposite of Taurus would be Scorpio for myself. Scorpio is all about fear. Yeah. So I'm learning to let that go, the fear go, to stay grounded, to forgive, and to move on, so that you understand that they're opposites and they pull at each other. Now, here's what's interesting. If anybody doesn't believe in this astrology stuff, one, I can prove it's biblical. Two, and I'll show you one day. I'll find and you know that we've talked about that before, that there's a lot of stuff in there in the Bible talking about astrology and crystals, by the way. Yeah. And the power of them. And you can look that up. That every tribe of Israel has their own crystal. Anyway, so what I'm saying is true. So now getting back to what I was saying, my Taurus and my learning to trust and all of those things that go with that. But the South Node, there's always a little bit of fear in there. And I just have to kind of go with it. And I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, Kent?
Well, to talk about astrology and the stars, God created on the fourth day. So not quite from the beginning of time, but right in there, right? So if they were that important for a creator to do it on the fourth day, how can you deny that? Right?
It's just so accurate. Now,
Yeah.
like I was saying a couple minutes ago, that isn't it interesting that my Taurus North node, to what my purpose in life, came into being January 19th of 2021. I literally retired and started doing this on January 18th of 2021 or 2022. Excuse me, I've been saying that, but within a day of what my nodes are telling me. Now, I also had somebody tell me, you're coming into some money, blah, 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 which they paid me to retire. So anybody that says that this isn't true, I had somebody on TikTok recently, and I was agreeing with him. He was saying that the old ways are dying, and that's what's going on with some of these really, really super conservative people. They aren't giving us our freedom, and it's backlash.
I think to live your and know your truth, and we've talked about this over the years, is grounding. Right?
Yes.
You have to be able to take your shoes off, stand on the ground, hug a tree, touch a tree. You have to get your vibrations back into a mode, because all the electronics, all the weird vibrations that are going on are distracting you from knowing your truth, I think.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, somebody said they can't hear me. I wonder why. Huh. Okay.
Well, I can hear you.
Okay.
Tell them to get off that channel and come over to 21.6.
You know what? It can be my phone. I don't know if you
In and out.
Just a little bit. Has everybody had problems with their phones lately? They were saying that it's something to do with 5G. 5G is just not what it should be. Have you heard that? I don't know if that's true. Anyway, I'll use a different device this time. I think it's coming in and out. So here, hold on. I'm going to do something right now, and I'm going to join it. And then we're going to take questions in a second, in about 3 minutes. But I just want something you guys to think about: living your true life. And it's more than quit listening to what people tell you what you're supposed to do.
So what happens when you may be afraid of knowing your truth and you really don't want to?
Well, the thing is you'll be pushed into it. If you're not living your truth, you're going to know, something always felt wrong. I mean, I was always just depressed and kind of nasty. You know what I mean? I complained a lot, and I just didn't realize that I have actually the first time in my life, I have no complaints. And I'm like, that's very new to me. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's because I wasn't living my true life, the way I'm supposed to be. I have time now to enjoy the finer things of life. And what are the finer things? It isn't necessarily money. It's me being outside, me spending time with my animals. It's me spending time with my family. It's me getting outside, going for a walk, right? Hugging my trees. I love to garden. Now, a Taurus North node loves to garden. So, and most Tauruses have some type of gardening skills, not always, but they do generally, especially if it's in Taurus North node, because it's all about grounding. And so, and if you guys don't know, it's so funny that I'm a master gardener. It's just more than coincidence that a Taurus North node always to do with being outside. And I always wondered why I love the outdoors so much. I thought it was my Sag. No, it's my Taurus North node. So you are the way you are by looking at that chart, and I don't care what anybody says. So, all right. I don't know. I just know that.
Well, the other thing is, I think we all fall into around the world, especially here in America, marketing and what we're led to believe. And there was a time in the 60s, right, where they said the hippies here in America were bad folk, but they were getting in touch with their truth, which opens up a lot of realities and answers for things. And I think now there's a wave of people and thought and belief that's starting to go, hey, wait a minute, this can't be all that there is. and I don't
Exactly.
care, you know,
The
and
materialism is
what
going
is my
away.
truth? Yeah.
I think the materialism is going away. There's more to it than that. I had somebody stop me in the Woodman's the other day because I'm pretty easy to approach. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty friendly, and she said there was this big thing of vegetables, and there were bags of it, and they're trying to get rid of it fast. And if you guys know, some of the stores around here, they'll just put it for 99 cents. I got $15. I had a mound of vegetables, and it was $15. And the lady said, I don't know, I got to take advantage of this because I can't grow my own garden. And I gave her my card and I said, I'm growing vegetables. I'll trade you. And she goes, well, I don't know what I can barter. And I go, well, what do you do? And she goes, I sew. And I said, I need somebody on occasion that can sew for me because I can't get to it. And she goes, I also crochet. And I said, I would love to see some of your crocheting. So do you see what I'm saying? There's the bartering. We don't need the extreme sense of materialism. We don't need it anymore.
Yeah. Right. And Tina, thanks. If you're listening out there anywhere on these platforms or in the universe and you're hearing this show, to book a reading with Lana, visit her website at www.lanasenchantedskye.com or give $25 for a short 3-question visit with her at www.kofi.com.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you got it right. KOFI.
Yep. KOFI.com/enchanted sky and like and follow everywhere you can.
And just it's something to think about, guys. It's something to think about. Okay. And I'm also offering, if you guys are interested, $50 off an hour reading. So if you are interested, hit me up because it's only $15 more than a half an hour right now. Remember I always offer specials. Well, that's my special this week. So if you are interested, hit me up. I'll put you personally on my schedule. Okay. By the way, some of you guys, thank you for your if I know you well, you go to my speed dial, and I have a phone that has my speed dial. Like I have somebody that was in crisis and she's like, I just needed somebody to talk to. I picked the phone up and she was shocked. I said, no, that's kind of what I'm here to do. That is my purpose. And I know that. So just remember that. Okay. It's about that time, I think, Kent.
Yeah. If you've got questions for Lana right now, please send them to us. Be very specific. Don't say, hey, do you hear anything or see anything for me? Be very specific with your questions. And we'll answer as many as we can. Ward says, I have this weird thing. Sometimes I notice and see things that let me do a thought outcome in my mind, allowing me to look behind the reason for that particular thing. It shows me how to read people's minds, for example.
Oh, it's just clairvoyance. You're getting clairvoyant, my dear. You're just growing. It's just, don't be surprised at being in the age of Aquarius. All of a sudden you have these gifts and you're like, holy moly, what happened? I know that my daughter turned, and I always say you really get them around the age of 30, between 28 and 32. You really, really start to own it. And my daughter's 31 and she says to me, Mom, why all of a sudden I got ability? Like, I know I do. And I always knew she had it because she's a Pisces moon like myself. She's psychic. She's just scared to use it. And I said, it's just a matter of learning to trust yourself. And by the way, I'm going to say it one more time, because I've said it a million times. If you're Pisces or Virgo and you're a sun, moon, rising, or north node, you are psychic. You have psychic ability automatically. I'm going to tell you guys that. I'm telling you, you really do. So, and my oldest granddaughter is a Pisces, and she reads my mind. It scares me. I was thinking of my mother the other day. I was looking at a photo when I was a year old, and I'm on her lap, and I was thinking about her, and she goes, out of the clear blue, like maybe an hour later, she goes, Grandma, do you ever think about your mom? And I went, wow, we're growing. Yeah. All right. So let's take some more questions.
Yep. Terry T says, Miss Lana, does my coworker Hung have romantic feelings for me? Will I be in love soon?
I want to say right now it's friendship with that person, but it can grow. Don't push it. I think it will happen. Okay. Don't push it. It'll just evolve. But right now it's a friendship. So don't get pushy. Let it flow. I feel like flow. Okay. All right. I'm going to take one off of
Awesome.
Clapper now because I've got
Sure.
followers on Clapper. So it was low. Sorry, Tina. I'm going to play around with this. It's a brand new app. I'll play around with it. And if it is my device, I will switch it to a new device because I've got like 5 screens. So, all right. How somebody's Susie, I'm curious about how your visit with your dad will go. It's going to go really well. You're going to feel very balanced and fulfilled from it. And at the same time, I think you might cry about something. Maybe you're letting go of some stuff in a good way. Okay. It's not in a bad way. Okay. Just letting you know. Okay. Go ahead. Got any new questions?
All right. Our good friend Anna Iva says, Lana, do you see the doctors if they will figure out and will they treat what causes my digestive and esophagus problems soon? It's been challenging.
Okay, Anna, I this is my belief on this because I have done this. My daughter had Crohn's and it was bad. She lost a foot of her colon. It was bad. We thought for sure she's going to end up on a colostomy bag. She said, no, I'm going to fight this. Now, here's an interesting thing. She has gone completely organic. She has gotten rid of bread because bread has bromine in it here in the United States, and it's totally legal, and it's killing us. So I went and started buying Amish stuff. I'm making everything, and so did she. And she's lost 150 pounds also. All inflammation's gone. She went from a 70 inflammation rate to 4.
Wow.
So anybody thinks that we are not being poisoned, talk to me because I'm on a vigil at this point. I'm not talking. Because they've proven that McDonald's, and they can sue me if they want. Because I read this study. There's microplastics in their food. Now, I'm not saying it's not in everything else because it is. It's in other foods. Another thing is corn. They are saying now that there's so much GMO corn that isn't the corn that our ancestors knew. And also there's micro mold. It's just really bad. There's a lot of mold in corn and we're eating it. We're drinking it. That, corn syrup, it's bad. No. I've had so many people I've known who have taken it out of their diet and like they were having ear problems and throat problems and sinus problems and they took corn out of the diet and it went away. Yep. And I went back, I did go and got myself some ancient, I don't know where I found it, but it's ancient blue corn. I think I sent away for it down south somewhere. And like, I'm going to grow the old stuff, the non-GMO, and see if that works. Because I like my corn chips too, you guys.
There you go. Well, Solig says, hey, they're hiring a new person to help me out with the workload. When will they hire her? When will she be up to speed so I can be relieved?
Oh, Solig, and before we were looking for a job, now you already got an assistant. I told you were going to do well. When are we? At about 6 weeks. I heard 6. I don't think it's 6 months. I think it's 6 weeks. Okay, it's 6 days, 6 months, 6 weeks, and I think it's 6 weeks. Okay, so and you're going to find the right person. She's really going to be helpful. She has dark hair. I'm not like just saying the race, but I want to say she's Hispanic or Asian. She has real dark, it's kind of dark hair and dark eyes. So she might be Mediterranean, Italian or something too. I'm not sure. I just see her. Okay, and she's not a real big person. Very, very helpful to you. Okay, and much younger. She's kind of young. She's like 25, 30-ish.
Good energy.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
right.
Good
energy.
Yep.
Teresa Campbell says, been praying to St. Joseph that my mom and stepdad get the house they're putting a bid in on today in Countryside, Illinois. Are they going to get it?
They're going to have to counter bid, but yes, they will. But they're going to have to do it like 2 times, maybe even 3, but I think it's 2. Okay. It feels like it's like that, but there's something about a counter bid. Okay. All right. Let's take some people off of TikTok. Rolling Rocks. You've sent me all this stuff and I really appreciate it. Will you ever find your calling? Carol, look at your North Node. It'll reveal everything. Call me if you know. And I also life coach. Now, I am a certified life coach. I am. And what I do is I just hold you accountable. You have to understand I needed a life coach. I have somebody so I joined a writing club because you guys know I've got like 5 books in me and I've got them laid out. I got 3/4 done. It sits there and they make me write on Tuesdays. I join the club and then they go, okay, so what'd you write? We've been gone for an hour. What'd you write? holding you accountable is like almost like a life coach. And I life coach a couple of people where I just say, so did you get your business registered? Did you get your EIN? You know what I mean? It's that little tiny push that sometimes you need. And and I do it, it's cheaper than a read. And I talk to you twice a month and I just push you. That's, and I intuitively push you like, okay, what did you do this? What did you do? So why don't you do this next week? And sometimes we need that little bit of structure.
Mm-hmm.
I understand as a Taurus, we do need some structure. So just a thought. Yeah, I'm on coffee.com, but you could like do it I've got 4 people that I'm just pushing a little. And just, it's in a gentle way. And if they aren't interested, they can just unsubscribe to me. But I think that they're thinking that it's helping because one of them said, this has been good for me. And I just kind of go, I get it because I need the same thing. And as a life coach, I'm just more pushing you. So that's all. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Rolling Rock. That was nice of you. Will you ever find your calling? Yes, you will. It's coming. It's coming. You're gonna I think you're stuck in your life. Now, if you guys don't know what I mean, it's like the Hanged Man tarot card. And then just be prepared because the next card that comes is a Tower. So there will be a shakeup, an aha moment. There's something on its way. And you're going to know coming here at the end of March, astrologically. It is from the 28th to June 11th, where it retrogrades Pluto goes into retrograde into Aquarius, and it's going to be a time. Remember I told you, Kent, that I saw lots of like sometime in March, around March or some people were coming into money possibly, which is true. Because now they're talking about the Social Security. It might be Social Security I saw. I don't know. I just know there was money coming. I had somebody go, ha, 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 we're getting our taxes back. You're so dumb. I have to laugh. That's not what I'm talking about. This is different. And it's March, April, May. And I said there'd be a lot of protests and there will be some riots because it's the energy shift is there. And starting in 24, it's going to stay for 20 years. You're going to see progressive ideals. You're going to see progressive people, and they're going to be moderate progressives. They're not going to be so off the wall. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to go down the middle and bringing everybody together. Okay?
They're all off the wall. All right. Good morning. What will the outcome of court in April from the narcissistic ex Brenda Wilson ask?
Hold on. You're going to have to go back for some reason. 2, I feel eventually, and I'm not sure yet, he's going to be silenced. I don't know if that makes sense. I want to say that maybe that the judge is going to hold him in contempt of court and make him silent. And somehow he's being silenced. I don't know what that means. You might know. Maybe this to leave you alone. I just feel like that. I feel like the justice card is there for you, which means it's fair and honest and in your favor. You will have your say and you will be able to speak your truth. Okay. That is very much so. All right.
Alex B asks, has her crush Skeet been checking out her Instagram? And did he catch the workout video?
Hey, Alex. Yeah, she was just on my clapper. I saw her on there. She was checking it out for me. And I appreciate you guys. And if you can't hear me, send me stuff. Let me know. This is the first time I've ever been on. So well, I'll get a better screen. That's funny. I'm thinking of buying another iPad because the iPads, they're so fantastic with like the looks of them and stuff. You look good on them. Do you know what I'm saying? So go ahead. Skeet. Okay, your crush Skeet. Did he look at you this week? And did you see the workout video I posted on Monday? Yeah, he's been watching. He doesn't know. I don't know why I get this, Alex. Why does he not know how to take you? What does that mean? I don't understand that, but I'm supposed to tell you that, not in a bad way. Maybe he's trying to decide if he wants to be in a relationship with you or something. There's something there like that, though. Okay. All right. Awesome. Let's take something off of TikTok.
Sure.
Will the new job be a great fit for you, Kelly? Actually, not this one. It's another job. And in about 6 months, maybe you'll end up being getting a promotion or something. There's something coming that's right up your alley in about 6 months. It's like this job leads to it somehow, some way. Okay. So just be patient and it will work out for you. Okay.
It'll happen. Alyssa Young says, what is your take on Pisces Sun, Virgo Moon, and Scorpio Rising with North Node Sagittarius and South Gemini?
Ouch. You are a serious psychic. Because you've got the Pisces and the Virgo in there. And you do know they're sister signs, right? You do understand that they're literally sister signs. And then you've got, okay, so Scorpio rising. So that I am not an expert in astrology, but I do know some of the signs. And I'm learning, and I will admit I'm not perfect. I will admit this, but I do know that Scorpio is always afraid of something. So you're learning, and but they're hard workers and they're creative, and they're, in a way, they have to pull themselves out of their fear. And so they find ways to do that, but they're always really hard workers. And my mother was a Scorpio. And some people say, oh, they're crazy. No. At a deep level, you're always afraid of something. So when you analyze as a Scorpio, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? And if you can always say that to yourself, you can get over that. But a person with a Pisces Virgo, you should be a psychic. You should be doing something metaphysical somewhere. Seriously.
There you go.
Okay,
we've got time for one last one, and we got to run because I know you've got a busy day today and you got to run. So Tracy Campbell says, what does my time and birthday mean? Because it's 11:22 at 11:22 a.m.
Well, okay, so it can mean a couple of things. Tracy, what's your year? Because you put it together and you're going to get but 11, 1, 1, and 2, 2 are angel numbers. But also it can mean, let's see. If you are, I got to have your year, because what you do is you put all of that together, put it all together. And by the way, you're a Sagittarius, barely. You're a Scorpio Sag. You're a Scorp Sag. All right. So just to let you guys, know that you're on the cusp there. But it matters with the year. You put it together and you get one number. And that is your life path number. Okay, my life path is a number, and my destiny. Your destiny is by your name. You take your name and you put it together and make. So an A is a 1, a B is a 2, and you can figure that all out. Mine is an 8, so which is very powerful. I have to be very cautious and powerful, with power. I was just telling Kent, like, I don't mean to, but I'm a strong woman, and some people don't like that. And so I tell it like it is. It's part of my Sag thing. So anyway, well, one more question. One more. How about
No, I was just, I had Anna Vaughn, our good friend Anna. She just says, ask for prayers for my son. Is very sick with Crohn's and will be having major surgery in a few weeks.
Yes,
so.
She called me. Yes, I am. I lit him a candle. Everything's going to be okay, Anna. Okay.
There we go.
Anna, sorry.
All right. For all of us here, 21/6 Net, we got to run. We can't thank you enough for hanging out with us on Metaphysical Meanderings. Come back every Saturday at the same time, same channel, where we meander a little bit, which is good. So, Lana, thanks. Have a great day. I know you've got busy readings all day. And if you're looking for a reading, you can reach out to her at lanasenchantedSky.com, and she'll get you all taken care of. For all of us here at 21/6 Net, thanks for getting caught in the net with us this morning. And until we meet again, be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.